Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received, and the translation of that message, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my story as hidden identity? I am a man that is currently staying here in Johannesburg, and what has brought me on your channel, it is some of the things that I have faced in my life, and now I wish to inform other people that indeed there are traditional healers that can assist you online. I met the traditional healer that started assisting me. I met him online on Facebook, to be specific. This man, I met him in a group. He was saying that he wanted to help other people, those that wanted to become ritualist, and I also wanted to become a ritualist. And me and that guy, we then started to talk, and I was happy that he was from Malawi and we could understand each other because he had stayed in Zim before, so he knew how to speak Shona. So it was something that was nice for me because I knew that I'll be able to speak with him. So me and this man, when we were talking to each other, he then told me that it was in my reach. If I wanted to become wealthy, I could be able to access the money, because in our family there was one of our uncle who was my father's younger brother who used to be a ritualist. That man, indeed, he had money, and when he died, all of the money just disappeared. So we still had a lot of question marks about how his money had just vanished just like that when he had passed away. So when he told me the rituals that I was supposed to do, I said it is far much better for me to remain as poor as I am. I work as a private security guard. As you know that in South Africa, it is difficult for you to become a security guard when you do not have what they call SIRA, and I do not have that ID, so I am unable to work for big companies. So there are those small companies where you can just work as a private security guard. The money that I am earning, brother, here in Joburg, I am only getting paid only 4,200 rands each and every month. I used to complain a lot about the salary that I am earning, but now I am so grateful. The way that I am grateful, even my boss these days, he even asked me why I am always in a jovial mood, why I am always happy. And when I am at work, there is nothing that I do now than to listen to gospel music and to watch other pastors when they are preaching on Facebook, TikTok, even on YouTube. But I used to tell myself that God, he does not even help people like us. But now I am really grateful for what God has done for me, and his greatness will always be good at all the times, because God will give you what you need to survive. And me coming here to South Africa, I used to complain a lot, saying that there are other people that are rich, but now I am just grateful for the life and the opportunity to be able to work and to send some money back home to my mother and to my wife, even though I do not get to be with him at all the times when I want to be with her. So the rituals that this Malawian man told me to do, the first rituals after I had sent money to him, he told me that I was supposed to buy a crate of eggs. So I bought a crate that had 12 eggs, and then I used those eggs in a ritual. I went and I left them at a graveyard. And when I returned back home, I then saw that there was money that was on top of the bed. This money, he then said that even though it was not a lot, it was only 1,200. He said for each and every egg, at least I had gotten 100 rand, and I did not even had any money in my house. And I knew that this was magic money, like he had promised me magic money. So I had already paid him, and the amount that I had paid him, he said the consultation fee, it was 300 rand. So all in total, I had paid him 900 rand. So I said, this is a profitable business. After the first step, he then told me that I was supposed to look for someone that was mentally ill, and I was supposed to give that person even 50 rand. So unfortunately, I did not have the 50 rand. The money that I had was 20. That was all that I had. And when I was walking to work, because I can't afford to go on a taxi every day because of the low salary that I am getting, so I then saw a madman and I gave him the 20 rand. After I had given him the money, when I arrived at work, there is a room which I keep some of the things that I use at work. I then saw that on top of my jacket, the one that I wear at night if it is really cold, I saw that there was money, and this money, it was 2k. I immediately called the Sangoma and he told me that the next morning I was supposed to do an e-wallet of 600 rand, because that is his own cut. Each and every day when you have gotten money, you are supposed to give him his own cut. So since I don't have a bank account here in South Africa, I then spoke with my boss and I said that I wanted help because I already had 600 rand, and I gave that 600 magic money to my boss. He then did the e-wallet for me. I went home, and the night when I chose not to do these rituals anymore, he then said to me, tonight you are not supposed to go to work. I then called my boss and I lied to him that I had a very terrible headache, and he then said, okay, go to the clinic, make sure that they write for you a doctor's note. So I went to the clinic and I lied to the nurses that I had a very terrible headache, and I asked for a doctor's note. Then they gave it to me. I returned back home. Later in the evening, that was when the Sangoma told me that what I was supposed to do was that I was supposed to at least look for a woman that I can sleep with, someone that I had never had sexual intercourse with before. There was this other lady who stayed in the same street. I went to her and I told her that I wanted one round from her, and then she said, one round, give me 500 and I can sleep with you. And then I told her that we should come to my room, and she agreed, and I slept with him. I then gave her the 500 rand from that money that I still had, and the healer then told me that I was supposed to look for a plastic big cup. So I went and I bought a plastic jug, and I was told to put some water in there and to wash my manhood. I did as I had been instructed to do, and I was told to leave that water outside. After an hour, I then went outside and I saw that there was someone that had drank the water. When I looked around, I saw that there were human footprints, as if the person was not wearing any shoes, the person that had came to drink the water, because he had said that I should look for a place where there is a lot of sand. I asked some other guys that I stay with if they had drank my water, because this water was for my prayers, and all the people, they said no, they did not drink any water. So then I waited until it was in the evening, after that girl had already returned back to her place, and then I waited for the traditional healer to give me the go ahead. And after he had given me the go ahead to do the ritual, he then said, do you have a flushing toilet? And I said, yes, at the place where I am staying, we do have a flushing toilet. He then said to me, okay, it is fine. If you have a flushing toilet at the house where you are staying, this is what I want you to do. From now on, I want you to eat a lot of food. I cooked and I ate a lot of pap. He then started doing some rituals on the phone, and I felt that I had diarrhea. I rushed to the toilet. He then said, do not drop the phone. You can do your poop whilst I am hearing you. He wanted to hear the sound of the poop that I was going to do when I was relieving myself. After I was done, he then said, switch to video call. I did as I had been instructed to do, and then he said, show me what is in the toilet, and I showed him the poop that I had done. He then said, yeah, it's a lot, this is going to be enough. He then said, do you have a plastic dish? And I said, no, I do not have. He then said, okay, that big plastic cup that you bought, it is going to be enough. I want you to go and take it, and I want you to take a spoon, but it has to be a plastic spoon. Do not use anything made out of metal. And then I returned back to the toilet. By then, I did not understand what he wanted me to do. He then told me that what he wanted me to do was that he wanted me to use the plastic spoon to take all of the poop that I had in the toilet, and I was supposed to fill up that plastic cup, and I was supposed to drink it starting that moment till the next day. At least he was going to give me a grace period of 3 days, but I was supposed to finish eating all of that poop. When he told me that this was what I was supposed to do, I dropped the phone and I said, I am unable to continue with this ritual. He then said, since you have said that you can't continue with this ritual, then you can't make any more money. I tried to call him several times, but then I realized that he had already blocked me on WhatsApp. The very next day, I then found a message. It was a normal SMS. He then said, do not bother to contact this number anymore because it is not going to be in use any longer. That is what this man texted to me. When he texted that, I knew that this man, he did not want to speak with anymore because I was unable to fulfill the rituals that he wanted me to do. But to eat my own poop, I said I can't do that. So I was unable to do those rituals. This is my confession. I am grateful for the little that I have right now. It is far much better to be someone that is poor than to have a lot of money, yet you would have performed those rituals that this man wanted me to do. Yo, dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother. Let us try to speak with our brother in the comment section. He said that from there on, he then decided that he does not want to do these rituals anymore. The man wanted him to drink his own poop. Yo, strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. Let us try to talk about this in the comment section. If you have ever tried to do these rituals, you can come to our inbox and then you can share with us your own side of the story. What happened when you tried to do those rituals? Did you succeed or you did not succeed? Let us move over to another confession. The other confession that I have for you, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my story as hidden identity? I am a South African man, and what has brought me here is I want to share with you what happened when I sold my mother's car for money after I dealt with these other guys that steal cars. So they came to our house and I gave them the car and they ran away with the car. To this very day, the issue was never solved. So I sold my mom's car for money rituals and I went to an area where I did not even know, to a village in Zim, in a village that is called Chipinge. Now I am stuck with a tokoloshi that only wants sex from me and it does not give me anything back. My name, you'll call me Sipom, and I am age 26 and I finished my BCom degree. I thought that education was going to save me, but life humbled me fast. For 3 years, I could not find a job, not even internships. I sent more than 200 applications and I got none respond, zero. Every Sunday, my mom will say, let us go to church, but I was feeling hopeless to go to church. And then a man destroyed my life with one post, one sentence. He said, if you want money fast, you can come to me. I can give you all the money that you want. If only I knew what was waiting for me. So this guy that I started to talk to on Facebook, I did not know that he was not in South Africa. So by the time that he told me that he was not in South Africa, it was already too late. I already had gotten the phone numbers of other people, like one guy from Umlazi who had done those rituals. He sent pictures and I spoke with him. The guy, I saw that he is someone that is already rich and has made a lot of money. So he has a tokology as well that sleeps with women. That is why he still stays in the location. This Tokoloshi sleeps with women, whether the women want or they do not want to sleep with the Tokoloshi. So I started to speak with that guy. Since he was South African, he then told me that I should not worry. If I can go to Zim, the man, the traditional healer, he was going to make me a millionaire in less than 14 days. Zimbabwe, he said, is real witchcraft. If you go there, you are going to make it. He showed me even how much he was making, and he showed me that he was the testimony that I needed. He used to be broke to rich to soft life, and I was so stupid and desperate. I don't know if these people, they work as a syndicate. The healer, they needed 60K for the process. My mom, she had a car. It was a Toyota Corolla, and my mom, this car, she had gotten this car for a very long time. I don't know what the devil entered in me. I sold my mother's car for 57K. After I had gone to this other Nigerian dealer, I spoke with him. He then said, okay, since you are saying that this car does not belong to you, what we're going to do, I'm going to connect you with other guys. I can't buy this car because it does not have papers. I was connected to some other Mozambicans, those that steal cars. Then they said that they were going to get the vehicle from me since it was still in very good condition. So then that was when those people came. I gave them the keys. They broke in, but it was after I had already given them the keys, and then they ran away with the car. I then went to Zim. My mother did not even know this. I told my mom that I was going to Durban just to visit my father's relatives because that is where my father is originally from. But I was on my way going to Zim. When I arrived there, I then met this other Sekuru, a traditional healer. I then gave him the money. He then said that he does not want to touch the money. So there was a white cloth that was put in front of me and a clay pot on top. They told me to drop the money into that clay pot. I did as I had been instructed to do. And then that was when he started to whisper inside that clay pot. And then that was when the money disappeared. After the money had disappeared, that was when I was told that there was a mukoma that was going to appear. I should continue looking inside that clay pot. And I saw that there was a tokoloshi. When I saw a tokoloshi, my heart dropped. I wanted to run, but he said, do not be afraid. It is normal. Everyone that has come to his shrine has done that ritual. So after that, I then took my tokoloshi, and this tokoloshi, it was put inside another clay pot, which I brought with me back to South Africa, but it looked like a rat. So this tokoloshi, it was said that it is now mine. It was going to follow me back to South Africa. It will listen to my blood. It will listen to my voice. So when I returned back, I was then told to put the clay pot underneath my bed. At night, that was when I waited for the tokoloshi to bring me money, because it was said that it goes and it steals money from the bank, from the shops. Each and every night I waited for it, even though it would come and sleep with me. Every night around 2 a.m. it comes, it pulls my blanket, touches my legs, and then it says, I am here, do not be afraid, and it will become a woman, and then it sleeps with me. This tokoloshi, it is always horny at all the times. I waited and I thought that I was going to become a millionaire. 2 weeks came to pass without even making a single cent. I then called the man back in Zim and I told him that I am not making any money, and by then my private part was weak and it was tired and painful at all the times, because there was one night when we did nearly 20 rounds with that tokoloshi and I was exhausted. The very next morning I could not even lift a finger. So I then told the Sangoma, this was in May 2024, I said, please take your tokoloshi back. I do not want these rituals. That man then said, if you want me to take the tokoloshi back from you, you have to give me 120. That is the money now he's saying that he needs from me in order to collect this tokoloshi. Here I am stuck. Ever since I came back, I can't get a job. My girlfriend left me because my manhood can't even go erect when I am with her. My mom, sometimes she can get so sick, she can get into a coma, and her health is collapsing because of this tokology. I even see shadows when the sun has gone down. And whenever I am in town or around people, they get scared of me. I really do not know. Even though I am this young, but I feel like I am more than 50, the way that I am always tired. So I need help. If you know anyone who can deal with tokologies, but I do not have money. Dear listeners, right, there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. He's saying that the tokology that he got from the traditional healer, this tokology, all that it does is that it just want sexual intercourse from him and nothing else. Let us try to assist him in the comment section.